subscribe and watch a shocking horror story. Don't forget to press the bell icon. God ends here. This is what was written on the scary door of Abbey's Kata Monastery, in front of which two nuns were standing. They had no choice but to go inside. One of the nuns said to the other, "We have to sacrifice our lives today. Otherwise, no one will be left alive in this world." They both opened the door and went inside the Kata Monastery. There, a terrifying-looking nun was waiting for them, whose name was Velik. Velik attacked a nun and killed her there. While dying, the nun gave a key to the other nun and said that she will have to do this. The other nun took the key and ran toward something. But before she could do anything, Velik started attacking her too. But she ran away from there, and before Velik could reach her, she hanged herself and killed herself. When the news of these two nuns' death reached a great priest of Romania, he thought of investigating all this. But he came to Abbey with a nun named Erin, where the two nuns were killed. Sister Erin had a special power. She had a lot of visions, with the help of which she could see an unknown person. She could also see souls sometimes. And that's why that priest chose Sister Erin to come with him. That priest and sister were investigating Abbey's entire Kata monastery. At night, as soon as they entered the monastery, they started feeling quite uneasy. But times, as they came down the stairs, they started feeling quite uneasy. Suddenly, in that old ruins, they saw some projections of monks going from here to there in white clothes. They went a little further, and there the objects themselves were moving from here to there. Seeing this, they both realized that there is definitely evil shadow in this place. Then, in a corner, that priest saw that nun in which he hanged himself and killed himself. His neck was broken, and his face was half rotten. Suddenly, that nun opened her eyes and attacked that priest and imprisoned him in a coffin. On the other side, Sister Erin, who was living in Abbey's Kata monastery, collided with the nun. After talking to her, it was found that a long time ago an exorcism was done there, during which a portal opened in our world. With the help of that portal, some evil souls started coming to our world. A devilish soul named Valak also came to this world through that portal. It is said that Valak is very dangerous. The devil was once corrupted. He ran a modest home, and whoever worships God, he will not leave that person alive. Sister Erin asked that nun how she can defeat Valak. In this, the other nun said that he can be killed only by the blood of Jesus Christ. His blood is trapped in an antique relic, and that relic can be opened only with one key. That nun gave that key to Sister Erin. As soon as Sister Erin took that key in her hand, she felt some negative energy. She started suffocating, and a vision of a coffin came in front of her eyes. She understood that the priest is in some trouble, and she ran to save him. With the help of her vision, she reached that coffin. Inside that coffin, there were many snakes, which were pulling the priest from inside. But Erin somehow pulled the priest out. Asoki Zeldairi. Isoki Zeldairi. As soon as the priest came out, Sister Erin saw that Valak was lying between those snakes, which was not allowing the priest to come out. Before she could understand anything, Valak suddenly disappeared. Sister Erin gave that key to the priest and told him how Valak can be killed. The priest asked her how she came to know all this. Sister Erin said that a nun from Kata Monastery in Abbey told her all this. The priest said that no one lives in Kata Monastery. It is completely destroyed. Sister Erin was shocked to hear this. It means that the one who gave her that key was also a soul who was helping Valak to defeat him. The priest recited some mantras, with the help of that key, by which he came to know where that antique relic is, in which there was the blood of Jesus Christ. The priest told Sister Erin that today we have to give our sacrifice, otherwise no one will survive in this world. Valak was waiting for him there. As soon as he entered, Valak caught the priest. Sister Erin took the key from his hand, and with the help of her vision, she found that antique relic. That priest was reciting mantras one by one, but Valak was not getting any effect. In the end, he brutally killed the priest. Now she was coming to Sister Erin. But Sister found that relic. Valak picked up Sister from her neck, but Sister quickly threw the blood of Jesus on Valak. As soon as she saw Valak started burning badly, she started screaming loudly and disappeared from there. Sister Erin fell on the ground, but she was successful in killing Valak. Years ago, outside a closed church, a dog was barking loudly. Suddenly, a shadow came out in front of him. Seeing that shadow, the dog's voice was stuck in his throat. That shadow was hovering around him. Suddenly, the dog flew with that shadow in the air and entered the church. The sound of his barking was still coming. After some time, his body came back flying in the air. This time, there was no life in his body. His entire body was white. Outside Manali city, an old church was closed for years. No one goes near it. After a few days, a trip of college students came to visit Manali. At night, some college students left the hotel without informing their teacher. "Oh man, these people are treating us like nursery kids. What fun it will be to roam like this. Of course, we have to go here, we have to go there. Do like this, do like that. It's time to eat, it's time to sleep. Fun, we will have fun with the girls, but I made the girls stay in another hotel. Here, I am alone with the walls. Now tell me what to do after leaving the hotel. What to do? Come on, we will roam on the road like this." All three friends were walking on the deserted road. While talking, after walking for a while, they reached outside the church. "Look, this church looks so beautiful." "Yes, it is beautiful, but it seems that no one comes here. Maybe it's an old church. Let's go inside and see." "Inside?" No, let's leave it now. We will come tomorrow morning." "Hey, tomorrow morning?" "Tomorrow, all the professors will be with us. They will not let us go away from them. Let's go now. It doesn't matter if it's night or day." "Yes. Anyway, we have a torch in our mobile. It will be a little adventure and a boring trip." Mandeep didn't want to go, but on the request of Roshan and Jatin, he went inside the church with them. There were nets everywhere inside the church. As soon as there was a little light inside the church, Shamgadhar flew out of the church. "I think it's closed for a long time. That's why Chamgadhar has made a den here. I don't like the vibes here. Let's go." Mandeep was about to come out of the door. Then someone grabbed his feet. He screamed loudly. "What happened?" "Someone has grabbed my feet." "What are you saying?" Saying this, he turned the torch of his mobile towards Mandeep's feet. "Ha! Ha 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 ha!" There was a rope there. Seeing him, both started laughing. "You didn't want to come, right? That's why you were afraid of the rope?" "Nothing. Go inside and see. The architect here is so good." Saying this, he grabbed his hand and took him inside. The three of them were roaming around the church. Suddenly, the light of the church started to dim. "How did the light come here?" "I don't feel good. Let's go from here." Saying this, he grabbed his friend's hands and went near the door. But suddenly, The door closed. The three of them were trying to open the door. But the door was not opening. How is this possible? This door was open just now. Who closed it? Please help. Don't try to scare us. There must be some other way to get out of here. Let's find a way and get out of here. Let's find a way and get out of here. Saying this, Jatin turned around. Because of the terror, his eyes were teary. He saw a nun standing in front of him. She started staring at them with her big red eyes. What is this? Run away from here. As soon as Mandip asked them to run away, the nun disappeared, like a cloud. Where did she go? Roshan and Mandip started looking for her. Suddenly they saw that Jatin was lying on the ground. His eyes were red like a nun, his face was white, and his hands and legs were burnt. Both of them got scared when they saw him, and they were trying to get out of there screaming. But they couldn't find any way to get out of the church. Both of them got scared and stood in a corner. Jatin ran towards them like a lizard, and he kept staring at them. Sometimes Jatin's face was visible. Sometimes the nuns. What have we done to you? Leave our friend. Let us go from here, please. Let us go from here. We will never come here again. Mandip joined his hands in front of the nun. The nun looked at him and started smiling. The nun grabbed Mandip's hand and tried to pull him towards her. But Mandip had the holy staff of the Gurudwara in his hand. As soon as he touched it, the nun got a sharp shock. And she fell on the ground. And the nun came out of Jatin's body like smoke. Jatin was lying unconscious on the ground. Roshan tried to wake him up. Jatin, get up quickly. We have to get out of here. Jatin, please get up. What do you think? That you can escape from here? No. You are his prey now. You can't escape from here. As it is, no one comes here. Even if an animal comes here by mistake, it doesn't leave it. Then, you are human beings. You are destined to die. But, I don't know why, I feel something different is going to happen today. Father could have said something else. Before that, he grabbed Roshan's neck. He started panting. He looked at Mandip and shouted, Mandip, go away from here. Go away. You have the holy power of the Gurudvara. It can't harm you. Go away. I won't leave you and go anywhere. I am telling you, go away from here. Go away. No! Roshan was asking him to leave, again and again. But the nun's grip became stronger on his neck. Her nails made a hole in his neck. The nun licked the blood flowing from her neck. Roshan was shivering. Mandip didn't know what to do. On the other hand, his friend had a thought in his mind. He took out a handkerchief. He took the handkerchief in one hand and took the handkerchief in the other hand. He shouted loudly, Vahe Guruji ka khalsa, Vahe Guruji ki fateh jo bole. So Nihal Sashri Akan Almandi put the handkerchief in the nun's hand and put the handkerchief in her chest. The nun started shivering. She left Roshan's neck. Roshan, who was floating in the air, fell to the ground. A black substance was flowing from the nun's chest. Jatin was still unconscious. Mandip needed help, but he had no one to help him. And he looked at the statue of Eshu. Oh Eshu, I don't know how to pray to you. But how can the devil in your house have control over your servants? Help us. Tears came to his eyes while saying this. Then a miracle happened. And for years, that face suddenly became bright. The father called 2 nuns. The nuns started the treatment of the wounded Roshan and Jatin. Then, as soon as the father looked at the wounded nun, the holy water doll started praying for her salvation. As soon as he saw her, she was buried in the statue of Eshu. Today, with your courage and wisdom, that wandering nun's soul got salvation. God bless you, my child. Your friends are fine now. By tomorrow morning, they will not remember anything. Now you guys go from here. And don't tell anyone about today's incident. At the father's behest, Mandeep returned to the hotel with his friends. The next day, when they left for Manali, his friends had forgotten everything. But Mandeep could never forget that horrible night. He left from the same place with his friends. And Mandeep did not see any church. The father was standing far away, looking at him and smiling. He poured holy water on him. Mandeep also forgot what happened last night. But the people of Manali can never forget them. Because of them, they got salvation from the evil nun.